Hi folks, it's Nuria here again from Vantiquity, and today I am going to do another video of a thrifting haul that I did way back in August of last year. Now these are from two different outings. There's might be some items missing in this. It may be items that I actually automatically took out, or they may have actually just been items that I kept. But I can't remember what they are because it's been so long. Now, these two outings cost me about $300, but I'll go through them, and we're going to start with really delicate items that are just spectacular. I could not leave this behind, and I couldn't believe that when I actually got there, these were still there. It's a teapot. Hand blown. I don't see a marking on it. Not quite sure just yet where it was made, but I'm just surprised that this actually survived Value Village. It's not one of those things that you expect there. So the teapot came with a creamer and sugar bowl. And it also came with, clank, 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 5 spectacular mugs. Espresso mugs, probably. That's just, look how beautiful that is. That's the bottom of them. And they're intact. They're in perfect condition. I will have to do a little bit of research on that, but I don't think I'll have a problem selling these whatsoever. Behind me here, we've got a Coca-Cola mirror wall hanging, and as well as 2 pieces of art, one with owls and another one with birds that I don't know what they are. But I paid up for these, and I usually don't pay very much for wall art, but I figured these are very kitschy, they're very mid-century, they've got a really great look for them, and it was a pair, so I decided I'd go for it. You all know how I feel about copper, because I buy a lot of copper. People still love copper. These are actually in extremely great condition, and I'll should be able to turn a little bit of a profit on those. They weren't actually very expensive. Tins. I always buy tins because they sell. People love their vintage tins. This is one I hadn't seen before, so I'll have to do a little bit of research on that one and figure out what it goes for. Some Ukrainian salt and pepper shakers. We do sell Ukrainian items here all the time, and I think with everything that's going on, people actually recognize it a little bit more and want to have a part of it. We've got a beautiful little flocked girl inside a glass bubble, so I'm going to call her the Bubble Girl. She's cute. Not sure how old it is. It's made in Taiwan, but it's super, super cute. And fabric. Now this is a piece of fabric, but somebody actually made something with it. Whether it's supposed to stay on your table or not, I'm not quite sure. I've sold these types of items before, and it would make a really nice little it would look great framed, I gather. Nice little elephant there. It's all embroidered. And I'm not sure if it's embroidered by hand or not, actually. I'm going to say it is. I could be wrong. But that's a nice little piece. And that'll fly off the shelf at the Antique Mall, I believe. And some little, big gourd, actually. And it's got turtles carved in it. And what does it say on the bottom? I'm not sure what it says. Vasquez? No, that can't be Vasquez. But I'll show you, and maybe one of you can make it out. This camera is working so much better. If you've seen my other videos, I've been telling you how I needed a new phone to do these videos because my old phone really was terrible at it. But it looks like I found a winner here. So these videos will hopefully someday take off, and then I'll be able to say, well, it was well worth it. I've got a teacup and saucer now. I made a mistake here. Can you tell? I must have been happy to just find something really cheap at Value Village that I actually picked it up without noticing that the saucer didn't go with it. I might actually have a saucer for this. I'll have to look in my saucers. But the teacups are usually what break. So in the end, if I don't have a saucer for it, I should be okay. Now, I didn't research any of this before I did this video, so I'm not quite sure what this is used for. I am not the cook in the family, so these things to me are mainly decorative. It's a nice color, and it's actually by Emile Henry. So that's one that I always pick up. If I see it at a very good price, I will pick up any type of stoneware or ovenware from her. Vintage little bell. It is made in Japan. Let's test out the zoom. Oh yeah, that's the little focus thing is amazing. I'm so happy I bought this new phone. This is another teacup and saucer. I actually left the tape on it. Didn't bother taking it off. And it says Hunters and Fishermen's Paradise, Queen of Nanaimo. Do they belong together? Not sure, actually. Maybe we can take a quick look here if I can pull this tape off, which is probably now part of the teacup after so long. Yikes, they really taped it nice and shut. This one I actually got at a Salvation Army. It was an outing that I had on that day. So one's a Royal Grafton. Let's test this camera out. Oh my goodness, what a difference. And then this one is a Royal Ascot. I've actually never heard of that brand before. Yeah, I am really, really impressed with this camera. Okay, so that is part one of the items that I got. Part two begins with a Christmas ornament. I missed out. Christmas has already gone by, so I should have had this out. But I do have a Christmas section in the store. I always keep Christmas things out because I once overheard a lady saying when I was selling at one of the shows or at the flea market, and she was buying Christmas things from somebody, and she's like, yeah, I'm always out shopping for Christmas. And I'm like, okay. And I should know that because on eBay, we always say, just things sell all the time. They don't just sell right before Christmas or at Christmas. Actually, sometimes they sell right after Christmas. So it's one that I'll put up. I mean, it's great for a little princess girl. This is a nice piece of Native American, I believe. I could be wrong. Pottery. It is signed. Let's test that out again. There we go. So I'll have to do research on this piece as well. So that is about all for the breakables, but there were two more pieces of art. I just pulled these out from my furnace room as well. That's Bill Reed. It is probably one of those cards that were sold. I paid $12.95 for it. I will probably have a frame that this can go into that I barely paid any money for, and I'll probably price it at $35, $40. I'll have to see what they're going for, but I think I used to get $50 for these in Vancouver. I'm not sure what the market for Bill Reed is here on the island. Here's another piece that I got. These were also in Nanaimo. I got these in Nanaimo, not at the Value Village, and not at the Salvation Army. Not at the Salvation Army. I got them. There's another thrift store in Nanaimo that I go to on my way to one of the Salvation Armies from the Value Village. It's part of the route that I take if I'm not too tired from Value Village, and if I've not spent too much money there. But they have things that are pretty good, and you just never know what you're going to find. Here's another little item. Tins do well, so I always pick them up when I see them, especially when they've got really nice graphics like this one. This is most likely a modern reproduction, but she'll sell. It's, you know, somebody that wants to decorate their laundry room with some borax. That is the perfect thing for it. Now, why did it take me so long to process these? I don't know. I should definitely do a video of why in our brain do we buy the things. We're so excited to go out to go find them, and when we come back home, we're probably just like too tired, and then they get put on the side, they get left in the box or in the bag, and then you're just too tired and you've got other things on the go. Yeah, I think that's a whole video of why I procrastinate to actually process these items. I've been trying to do it differently, bringing things directly into the store. Doing videos from the store is probably what I'm going to start doing. And then as soon as the video is done, I'll just price them and put them out on the shelf, or take them straight up to the antique mall, which is probably a good thing. I've been doing that when I make these videos. As soon as the video is finished, I put it all in a box, I price them, put them all in a box, and then I take them up to the antique mall or to the store. The next items that I'm going to show you are clothing. I used to do a lot of clothing on eBay. That used to be my main sales that I did on there. Lately, I haven't really been looking for clothing at all. I've just got a whole pile upstairs. I mean, it's still selling, but it's selling slowly because I also have not been listing on eBay as much. I've got so many other venues that it's not really mattering whether or not I'm selling on there or not. But I should be selling because they're still charging me for my store fee. These do very well on eBay. I can't tell you how many of these vintage nightgowns I've sold, but I have sold a lot of these, and not something I generally pick up if I don't know the brand name, but I thought this was a cute little summer dress, and it is Ivy and KKI. I've never heard of it, but it's definitely a summer one, and that'll do really well now that summer is almost here. Vintage Monica Richards. That's a nice little vintage dress. And every once in a while, you score on the clothing aisle when somebody does not know that Halston is a high-end designer brand. So, got this dress. And I think it's a large, so that's a good thing. I think I should do well with that one. And summery dress, I was probably, you know, because this was August, it was probably the feel to get as many summer dresses as I could to sell, and I just never bothered taking them out. But this one's a great one for those that love those maxi dresses. It's also a large size, so I'm gonna try to sell as many large dresses as I can. And we've got another vintage one. Okay, this one. This one's great. Like, this reminds me of the 80s. If you were a teenager in the 80s, this is the type of thing that a rock star would have been wearing. Look at that. That's pretty spectacular. It's like the 80s called. They want their dress back. And the last little thing that I have here is this pretty little dress. I think it says, what does it say? Pink Martini. I don't know if any of you know the brand Pink Martini. I don't, but I don't really buy for the brand unless I know what it is, which I do, because I've been selling on eBay for over 15 years now. But it's what people want. It's what people like. And this is a really nice flowing summer dress, and it's got a great pattern. It's got birds on it. So that's another one that I'll probably end up doing really well with. So that's pretty much $300 right there. Will I make my money back? Well, if you consider that this dress is probably going to be $50 once I post it up, maybe even a little bit more once I find out who the maker is. And Marty K, never heard of it, but look at that tag. That's how you know it's really old. And it's made in Canada. So we'll have to figure out who made it. So let's say one dress is $50. The rest of the clothing that I have on here is probably another $200. There's $250. You know, these I'll probably sell for, I'm going to say probably $80 for the pair. Another $75 for this. There you go. I've already made my money back. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and leave me any comments. Let me know if there's anything in here that you think you'd like to have, and if it's still available, then we can absolutely negotiate. Don't forget to check me out on Whatnot. I've got an auction coming up on Tuesday. I'm going to try to keep it every single Tuesday. My username is Vintiquity on there as well, and I hope to see you there. It's going to be high-end rhinestone jewelry with some Sherman pieces. I'm going to see if I can find my Continental pieces. And I don't think I have any Juliana, unfortunately. I've got lots of Coro, Trifari, Monet, and yeah, we'll see you there, and we'll see you next time when I upload another video, which will hopefully be very soon because I need to get this stuff out of my furnace room because it's growing season. And I've got lots of plants that need to go on those shelves that are now being occupied by inventory that should be out on the floor and being sold. So, see you next time. Thank you for dropping in and watching the video. Bye.